You can say whatever you want about the Xbox One's graphics compared to the PlayStation 4 or the console wars or whatever, but let's just forget all of that for a minute and just look at the games and admire them for what they really are, which is pieces of art. They are someone's creation, a group of people's ideas brought together into one masterpiece. That is artwork. I mean, look at Far Cry 4 for example. The landscape is just beautiful. Ubisoft really did a great job designing the world for this game. Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? My name of course is Michael and welcome back to another episode of Michael Rambles. This one's going to be a little bit different. I've decided to do some more editing with the rambles and it's not just going to be gameplay from Halo or something, but this is what my opinions on video games being pieces of artwork that people have created, like cinematic moments in video games. Are amazing and incredible things. That the first time you see Columbia in Bioshock Infinite, you see this living world, this beautiful world with people interacting with each other, the blue sky, that one statue in the centre of the screen. It just makes you sit back in your seat and stare in awe and watch the world go by. It was incredible the first time I played Bioshock Infinite. Another really good example of these cinematic moments is in Assassin's Creed Unity, when you first get pulled up by the rope and the Statue of Liberty there in all its scaffolding is being revealed to you, and you can see the panning over of France, celebrating France because the statue has been completed, and you see the Eiffel Tower, and that moment for me was one of the coolest moments in Assassin's Creed Unity. Other games like Skyrim have brilliant open worlds, just full of things to explore, massive world to stories to be found, characters to be sought out, and characters yourself to build as the player. Just it's amazing, like how each individual experience for different people can be different depending on the character that they create. You can have an archer or a mage, and it's just incredible the design work that went into Skyrim's world and game. A really good example of another game world is GTA 5. The world of Los Santos is incredible. It really is a living world. You can just stand there and watch the NPCs interact with each other and live their lives as if it really was real life. I've never been to LA in real life, but Los Santos is a really good representation of it from what I've seen, and it does just feel alive when you're playing, with all of the radio stations and the sound effects and people being like normal people in the real world. It's incredible what Rockstar have done with GTA 5. Another Rockstar title that I really like is Red Dead Redemption. John Marston is probably one of my favourite gaming characters in the whole time. Like, flawlessly designed characters like him, protagonists and villains alike. But the story of John Marston is a man who seeks not redemption for himself and his past life, but to protect his family and the ones he loves from becoming harmed. Everything he does throughout the game is for his family. Like, his death, the biggest sacrifice you could make, he made to keep his family safe from the past that he once had as an outlaw, or like just to keep them from being prosecuted by the feds. Unfortunately, he did come to an end, and it was one of the saddest moments in gaming. In fact, it's probably the only moment in a game where I've probably cried. So that's saying something. He was never seeking redemption for himself, but he was trying to protect the ones he loved by giving the federal government what they really wanted, which was to end the gang that was once the one he ran in with his friends. Another really good example of a gaming character is Vaas from Far Cry 3. Granted, he is a villain, and his end was not very satisfactory at all. He got replaced with someone who was nowhere near as cool, but he was still a cool character when he was around. He was insane, yet he had this kind of intelligence about him, where he was very uneery as a character when he was around you. One of the most memorable scenes in that game was the definition of insanity conversation that he was having with Jason Brody at the time, where it really says something about his character being somewhat of an insane person, but he's speaking as if he has some kind of hidden intelligence, and that really blows my mind. And in later history I suppose, but the Halo 5 Guardians beta, I know it's only in its beta stages, but this game is beautiful from the art style to the gameplay itself. Granted, there are a few bugs and a few hiccups that have to be sorted here and there, but that was a beta. Like 343 Industries have put so much work into Halo 5 Guardians, and I think when it comes out as a full game, it's going to be one of the most beautiful games in the Xbox One library, in my opinion. But anyway, that was my video, my new Michael Rambles way of doing Michael Rambles. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and as always, I'll see you around.